This is Piers Morgan Live. Where do you think this will go, though? Because it has blown up very big. People are very concerned about it.
Well, I think what's happening now is the Inspector General has... Part of the rub here, Piers, was the State Department said these were inspectors. They're not criminal investigators. They can't properly assess a criminal investigation because that's not what they do. They basically look at the good order and efficiency of whatever division they're examining.
But these are serious allegations.
Yes, they are. And here's the real rub. The person who basically was the author of the memo that listed the 8 cases was an inspector from the Inspector General. But for 26 years before that, she was a criminal investigator for the Diplomatic Security Service.
So she knew what she was dealing with here.
She certainly would have had the training that they claimed, the people who looked at it lacked. So here's what's going on. The IG, the Inspector General, has brought in 3 criminal investigators from the outside, hired them in and said, you review the 8 cases that are in here, and here's a couple more that came in later. You do a comprehensive review, speak to the investigators who investigated them, and you report back to us, were these cases derailed? Were they interfered with? Were they influenced? And when the State Department says some of these investigations are complete and some are still being looked at, that's what they're talking about.
Where does it leave Hillary Clinton? She just launched herself on Twitter and had TBD at the end of her own biography, suggesting there may be a big move, possibly a presidential run and so on. How damaging could this be to her?
I think it's cannon fodder for political shows and talk radio. I think really when you're the Secretary of State, you're focused on international relations with key partners and adversaries. You probably don't get into the weeds. And here's an example of that, Piers. In that report, it says 4 members of Hillary Clinton's security detail who allegedly were engaged with prostitutes in trips to Colombia and Russia, and that this problem was endemic among the security details. And this was before the Secret Service scandal. Right. They were given 1-day suspensions and removed from the detail. Now the Secret Service scandal breaks. And what we're told is when Hillary Clinton went to her people and said, do we have an issue like that? She was told no. So I think part of the problem is, I think politically some people would like to use this against Hillary Clinton. Just from looking at it from a distance, it seems that the security apparatus, the people who protect her, fly a little bit below the Secretary's radar screen.